Hi, I'm Peter Antico, and I'm running for SAG-AFTRA Secretary-Treasurer. I have some questions for my opponent, a fine actress from New York named Michelle Hurd. Your voting record is very questionable. You want to lead a union to be the chief fiduciary, and yet in 2017, you voted to give away our 60-year-old travel provisions called portal to portal. Obviously, what that means is, under the old contract, actors got paid as soon as they stepped on the plane to the day they got home, and the money that they earned on the contract was fully contributable to the pension and health. When the contract got gutted, that means anytime you travel abroad or on television on a contract in the US, you only get a $500 stipend that is not contributable to your pension and health going and coming. And then when you're at a hotel, you don't get paid for the travel time to and from the set. So this damaged our union members. Over $100 million in pension and health contributions that are no longer there, and this is continuing to this day. Also, in 2020, your team, you and your party, boasted a $54 million gain into our pension and health fund. But what you failed to tell the members is 75% of that fund was picked from actors' pockets or taken from their cost of living increases. A gain is not a gain unless the opposing party pays for it. In addition, in 2020, you voted to give away $700 million of syndicated residuals, and that affects greatly seniors, which it respectfully is a lack of financial knowledge. And then in 2023, you voted to purchase a building for $49 million cash that was tax assessed for $23 million, that you probably couldn't sell today for $15 million in one of the worst real estate commercial office markets, in 50 years. Now, these kinds of votes are certainly not productive. And lastly, in the netcode contract that you voted up, Duncan Crabtree, our chief executive officer, or national executive director, he never informed the negotiating committee, the national board, that AFTRA's retirement fund was failing. Now, he knew 6 months ago, a year ago, or a year and a half ago. He is a trustee of that plan. He also failed to let the SAG-AFTRA negotiating committee know in 2020 that SAG's health plan was in financial trouble. And it resulted in 8,200 seniors getting removed from the plan, in which I initiated a lawsuit in the name of Ed Asner that was settled in favor of the senior performers for the benefit of them for $20.6 million. Now, Michelle, you have no track record in finance. You have no track record in protecting members. In fact, all of the votes that have come out of you and your party have been highly financially detrimental to the union members. So I'd like to call you out politely for a debate, a civil debate, because it's the cornerstone of democracy. And if you refuse to do so because you've been silent so far, you've been called out, Sean Astin's been called out, and so far, crickets. So members, I would ask you to vote for people that are qualified as opposed to people that you like on television. That would be common sense, because you're certainly not going to vote for people to operate on your family or manage your money simply because you saw them in a movie. I'm Pete Antico. I'm running for SAG-AFTRA Secretary-Treasurer. God bless you.